Think you know how to squat? Let me tell you something. If you're squatting like this demonstrates poor form leaning forward, letting your knees cave in, you might actually be building bad habits that could hurt your lower back and knees without even realize it. But here's the good news. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to fix it. Today, we're breaking down the squat from the ground up, and trust me, you're going to feel the difference immediately. Let me ask you something. How many of you have been told, just sit back like you're sitting in a chair? Yeah, I've heard it too. And while that cue is a great starting point, it leaves out half the story. Because if you only think about sitting back, you might end up leaning too far forward, putting all that stress on your lower back. And what about your knees? Should they go past your toes? Is that going to destroy your joints? Here's the truth. The squat is arguably one of the most technical exercises in the gym. It's not just a leg exercise, it's a full-body symphony that requires your core, your back, and your hips to work together perfectly. And when you get it wrong, you're not just missing out on gains, you're setting yourself up for injury. So, before we dive into the exact positioning, let's talk about the 3 most common mistakes I see people make every single day. Mistake number 1. Your heels are lifting. You probably don't even realize it. You're so focused on getting low that your weight shifts onto your toes, and those heels come right off the floor. When that happens, you've basically just turned off your glutes. All that force is now going through your quads and putting unnecessary pressure on your knees. It feels like you're working hard, but you're not working smart. Mistake number 2, knees caving in. This is the classic valgus collapse. You're driving up from the bottom of the squat, and suddenly, like a pair of French doors swinging shut, your knees buckle inward. This is a massive red flag. It usually means your glutes aren't firing properly, and you're putting serious strain on the ligaments in your knees. Mistake number 3, the good morning squat. You know the one. You start your descent, and your hips shoot up faster than your chest, turning your squat into a weird, dangerous bent over. This shifts the weight forward and puts your lower back in a very vulnerable position. As legendary bodybuilder Jay Cutler put it, leaning forward is the number 1 wrong movement people do. Now that you know what not to do, let's fix this. We're going to build this from the ground up. Literally. First, your feet. They should be about shoulder width apart, with your toes pointed slightly outward anywhere from 5 to 30 degrees, whatever feels most natural for your hip anatomy. From here, think of your feet as the foundation of a skyscraper. If that foundation is wobbly, the whole building comes down. The core bracing concept, here's the light bulb moment. Most people forget to breathe. Before you even start moving down, you need to take a deep breath into your belly, not your chest. Brace your core as if you're about to get punched in the stomach. This creates intra-abdominal pressure that stabilizes your spine and protects your lower back. If you're not bracing, you're just moving weight, and that's dangerous. The hip hinge and descent. Now, the descent. Don't just drop straight down. Initiate the movement by pushing your hips back slightly, like you're closing a car door with your butt, and then bend your knees. As you descend, think about keeping your chest up and your eyes looking forward, about 6 to 8 feet in front of you. You want to create a proud chest, not a collapsed one. If your chin drops, your back rounds. Keep that orange between your chin and your chest to maintain that neutral spine throughout the movement. Depth. Here's the rule. Aim to get your hips just below parallel, where your thighs are at least parallel to the floor. But here's the kicker, only go as low as you can while maintaining that neutral spine. If your lower back starts to tuck under, we call that a butt wink. Stop right there. Alright, let's take this from the ground up and add one more layer of precision. The drive. You've hit the bottom. Now, the only thing you should be thinking about is driving through your midfoot and heels, never your toes. Imagine you're trying to push the floor away from you. As you press up, keep your glutes engaged and squeeze them at the top, but don't thrust your hips forward so hard that you overextend your back. Breathe, inhale on the way down, and exhale powerfully on the way up. This isn't just for breathing, it helps you generate more power. The hand and bar placement. For those of you using weights, don't grab the bar with your wrists bent back. Keep your wrists straight and squeeze your shoulder blades together to create a shelf for the bar to rest on your traps. This locks your upper back in place, which keeps the bar from rolling forward and causing you to lean. So, let's recap everything we've covered. The proper squat. Stance, shoulder width apart, toes slightly out. Brace, deep breath, core tight, chest proud. Descent, hips back, knees out, down to parallel. Ascent, drive through your heels, glutes squeezed at the top. Now, you might be wondering about the whole knees past toes debate. The science shows that it's actually okay for your knees to go slightly past your toes, provided they're tracking in line with them. The real issue isn't the knee traveling forward, it's if your heels are lifting or your knees are caving in. If ankle mobility is holding you back, try elevating your heels slightly with a small plate or lifting shoes. Here's your challenge. Right now, stand up and try just 10 perfect bodyweight squats. Don't rush. Don't bounce. Just focus on the tempo, the deep breath, and driving up from your heels. Notice how different it feels when you actually control the movement. And here's the thing. Form always comes before weight. If you're compromising your technique, drop the load. Your strength will build over time, and your body will thank you for the patience. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more form breakdowns. Let me know in the comments which squat mistake are you finally going to fix. I'll see you in the next one. Keep grinding.